So, ladies and gentlemen, we've decided to enter the 7 gates of hell tonight. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the 7 gates of hell. You might be wondering, I've heard of this urban legend. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But it's in York, Pennsylvania. So how is the team from VAPI going to enter the 7 gates of hell all the way down here at Braley Pond in Virginia? Well, let me tell you about it first. You enter, some people pull up to the 7 gates of hell and they look at it and they just immediately drive away. Some don't dare to enter. But the legend has it, as you pass each gate, it gets a little more intense. People have talked about getting past the 3rd gate and getting pushed around. Some people have talked about getting past the 4th gate and seeing an old woman sitting on a log stump petting a cat, which is creepy anywhere you might see that, right? But especially out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods. But according to legend, if you make it through that 7th gate, you end up in hell. Now, I've known of people that have entered this 7th gate, and they've had some problems. It messes with your mind. It really confuses you. Some people have come back not the same. How are we going to enter the 7 gates of hell? Through my new hot sauce from Screamin Santos. This hot sauce is called the 7 gates of hell. Now, why is this called the 7 gates of hell? For one, there are 7 types of peppers in this. This has, of course, some cayenne pepper. It has some crushed red pepper. You may be thinking not too much. It has some jalapeno pepper. But then, we went a little further. We put some habanero pepper. We put some ghost pepper. We put some scorpion pepper and some Carolina Reaper peppers in this sauce. And let me tell you, this sauce is called the 7 gates of hell. And tonight we're going to enter it. Now, the first gate, we already opened when we touched this jar of hot sauce, right? The 2nd gate is going to be taking off the lid. The 3rd gate is going to be the aroma that comes to each of our noses as we smell this sauce and then wonder, are we going to actually taste this sauce? I don't know. The 4th gate comes when I put this spork into it and scoop it out on the plate. The 5th gate comes as we dunk the little smoky into the sauce. The 6th gate is as that little smoky is outside our mouths. Our nose can smell it. Our lips can almost feel the heat burning on the end of this little smoky. And the 7th gate is when we eat it. And those who do will never be the same. Let's try it.
What you may not know is that Jeff actually makes these hot sauces in the house. And he's trying to get some good recipes together so that he can eventually sell these hot sauces. He is a connoisseur of hot sauce.
I am a connoisseur.
Okay? Connoisseur. But what this means to me is that I come home from work and walk into the house and the kitchen is destroyed. I mean, just completely destroyed. It looks like a hurricane hit it. And when you try to walk into the kitchen, it is so hot and pungent in there that you literally start coughing immediately. This is why we don't have the coronavirus, I believe, is because of Jeff's hot sauces. I think there's something about the capsaicin that just floats through the air, breathing it in, right, that makes it so incredibly good for your body. Now, we have to open windows. We have to open the storm door. Jeff is in there with his white apron on, and he's leaning over these pots. We cook in cast iron. He cooks all of the sauces in cast iron, which is really kind of cool. I think that's kind of something that is unique to people who make hot sauces, and he really enjoys it. It's fun to watch. It's just not fun to experience going into the kitchen and seeing the disaster. I've stipulated that he has to wash all of his own dishes, because when you wash the dishes, you're inhaling all of this really hot sauce, and you can barely stand to even wash the dishes from it. But and even 2 days later, because the cast iron actually absorbs some of the flavor from the food that you cook in it, 2 days later we'll go to make something totally mundane like fettuccine alfredo, and when we sit down to eat it, all of a sudden it's so spicy that we can't hardly eat it. And it's really, kind of a terrible thing, but it's fun to make him watch this hot sauce because he really gets into it, really enjoys videotaping it, getting video of all of it. And, we're still waiting for the hottest sauce. That's his goal, is to make the hottest sauce possible. The second to last one that he made was so hot that I just dipped one little tine of a fork into this hot sauce and put it on my tongue. You got that kind of instant flavor from it, but then it was just heat all of a sudden, and it burned. When you swallowed it, it just burned all the way down for like 30 minutes. I'm not even kidding you. So we're not sure what this next hot sauce, the 7 Gates of Hell, is going to turn out like, but it should be interesting.
So here we go, entering the second gate, which is opening this hot sauce. Oh, yeah.
Nice seal on that?
Yes, it is a very good seal.
Yes.
Okay, now.
What does that look like?
I gotta say, it smells pretty good. You wanna come and take a whiff of it?
I kind of do, yeah.
It really doesn't, I'm telling you, this is not as hot as you would think.
See, the dangerous stuff never has a smell, though. Like, I can tell you right now that stuff
Never
is
has an
dangerous.
odor. All right, here we go, the third gate. Dipping the spork in and getting a good old scoop of it out there
Blobbing it in that plate.
so we can blob it in that plate that's gonna have David's eggs on it in the morning. And let's go for the taste test. Whoops, that spork is on that rock, but that rock is assumed to be clean. All right, so does anybody have a little smoky yet ready to go? Okay, you ready?
Hey, we got a bottle of water over there, right?
Yeah,
'Cause I'm running
absolutely.
towards that. Like, I'm definitely running towards that.
What do you say, Will? You ready? Okay, see, I'm gonna get it in there
Oh,
nice
I'm not
like
doing
that.
all
Come
that.
on, get it
Oh,
in
I'm
there.
not
You gotta
doing
get it
all
in
that.
there. You gotta
You're
rub it around
crazy.
in there really good.
Get that little smoky.
Yeah,
Oh,
get it
you're
all up in
crazy.
there.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Come on, enter the 7th gate, everybody. Enter the 7th gate.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now Jeff has already burned
Yep,
off
sure,
all of
man.
his taste buds.
There we
The
go. Get
detect
it in
heat.
there. Oh, come on, get it in there. Get
Look
the
at
whole
that,
thing in
look at
there.
that. Got that in there.
There you go, Will. Get the whole thing in there. There you go. You ready?
Before it even hits
Here
your
we
nose.
go.
Yep, here you go.
That's some good sauce.
Thank you.
That's not that bad, and that has flavor.
Wait till
Thank
it's
you. Thank you.
Tastes like a Packy chip.
It kind of does actually. She crying?
Tastes like a packy chip.
No, it's building though. Like, it's building.
Oh, it's a slow burn.
It's building.
It's the
Like,
slow
it's getting
burn.
worse.
Oh,
Like, it's getting worse.
I'm glad I didn't douche it.
I
No.
douse
Douse.
it.
you didn't
You
douche
know
it?
something now?
I'm glad
That's
I didn't
actually good.
douse it in hot sauce.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's actually really good hot
That
sauce.
on like
Yeah,
a burger.
That's actually a really
good.
good hot sauce. I can eat that hot sauce.
Let's have some more, shall we?
I can definitely tell you right now. It actually physically burns though. Like, it physically
It has
burns.
flavor though. That's the main thing.
It does,
Even though
yeah.
it's hot, it has flavor.
Yeah, it has flavor. That's true.
Yeah, it's just not like you're tasting fire.
Oh, now see, you're making me want to taste it.
You wanna
it's
try
actually
it?
really
You should
good.
try it.
I
It
should
is.
try it.
Like,
Yeah.
I swear it's not. It's not
Because none of
unbearable.
y'all have freaked out and
No.
cried
No.
like babies. Okay.
Like, I'll actually smother mine in sauce next time. Like, it's actually.
Oh,
really
yeah?
Yeah, I'm
not
gonna
that
smother
bad.
mine in it again
Good.
too.
It's really
Okay.
good actually. It's good.
So I'm a little bit worried because the second to the last sauce that Jeff made was really hot, and it was just an immediate burn. There was no really, you couldn't even taste the flavor of it. It was so hot. But I like hot sauces. I just like ones that you have a little bit of flavor to. And I'm not a masochist. I'm not one of those people that enjoys pain. So I'm kind of a little bit leery about it, but I'm going to go ahead and try it since everybody has, said that it has such good flavor. Of course, I want to support Jeff and make sure that he, that I taste all of his sauces and everything, because, that's important. But, I'd rather not. But if I'm going to do it, it's going to be on a little smoky.
There
Now,
you
let me
have
tell
it.
you, these are the best things that God ever put on the earth is little smokies.
I agree.
It's hard to beat these, except with maybe a potato, because I'm like 85% Irish. I'm a potato freak. But next to that, it's sausage and potatoes. So let me dip this in here. And maybe tomorrow I'll try a potato in here.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking
potato
about.
in there?
Tomorrow I'm gonna pour that
yeah.
stuff on my sausage.
man, I'm about
I might
to
even
put
put
mine
some in
in
my
there, yeah.
soup.
Dude, those just would be that sauce would be good at mixed in with potatoes.
Yeah, that would be.
So I took a good little dip, okay? They're right. You actually can taste the flavor of it. It is quite hot. My taste buds are still fairly well intact, as opposed to Jeff, who's burned them all off by now. But I have to say, it's a little bit of a vinegary flavor to it or something. And then, I don't know, there's some other seasonings in there, but it's really actually quite good. I might not take as much as I did last time. I might just dip the little butt of the little smoky in there, just barely dab it in there. And I'm really like salivating a lot right now. But it's actually really good. Like the flavor is really good. I think the 7 Gates of Hell is a hit.
Yeah, it's a
it
keeper.
is. That's a
All
good one.
right, so perhaps at the market days next year, we'll see.
Yep.
I'd recommend selling that, seriously. It's pretty good.
Good spread on my
It is really good. I just covered mine in that, and it's pretty good. Like it's not to the point that you can't taste anything. It's not to the point that it's just fire. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can actually taste the heat.
But you
Like
taste
now,
flavor.
you
Yeah.
taste a lot of flavor, and afterwards you get that heat. Like now I'm getting that, and I coated it in that, and now I'm definitely feeling a lot of heat, which is what you want if you're eating a lot of hot sauce. You know what I mean? You definitely
Right,
want that.
You do want the heat.
Because I'm not trying to eat a hot sauce that I can just keep eating and eating and eating and eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus, you got to stave off the Rona.
Yeah, that
That's right.
sanitized my mouth. I mean it's a Rona sanitizer. Like I just killed off big COVID.
And I gotta admit, like when I first tried this sauce, I was a little nervous
Yes.
because
Because of all the pepper.
Carolina Reaper peppers, all the talk about those things seemed pretty serious. But I was surprised that this did not come out as hot as I was expecting.
Yeah. Now we have to take into account that these were not
those
fresh
little
peppers.
smokies,
These were ones that were dehydrated that you got off Amazon.
Right.
We need to order some actual fresh peppers.
You can't.
From
You gotta
somewhere.
grow them. We gotta grow them.
I grew
See,
them.
I'm not so sure about that. I believe that we can contact some people over in Florida and probably get a hold of some peppers and
Some
get them
fresh
to ship them
peppers.
straight
That
to
would be
us.
on
Yes.
point if we
You can
could.
grow them. They're
Yeah.
not that hard to grow them. I grew
They're
I
not
grew
that
them.
hard?
Yeah, I grew them probably a few years back,
Okay,
and then I
'cause
kind
we
of
live
dried
in
them
a
out.
freaking swamp, so
Yeah,
it's hard to grow everything.
But
in
you
the
could
swamp.
do like in a pot. You could
Yeah,
grow them in a
yeah,
pot.
yeah. No, I grew them in our backyard garden, probably in 2018 or something like that. And then we kind of like dried them out and used them. But yeah, it doesn't take that long to grow them either.
And you could sell those things when you grow
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
let me tell you, for 6 Reaper peppers, it was like $7 for 6 dried out Reaper pepper pods.
A little over $1.
Yeah.
pepper.
I'll tell you what. I would recommend definitely going to some of those like specialty nursery type deals. Probably in the summertime months, beginning of summer. Because I got mine at like one of those small nurseries. They definitely have them. Places like Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, they're not going to have those.
Right.
But there's nurseries, they'll definitely have those occasionally, but you got to get them like when they come in because people buy them, a lot, obviously.
Like
'cause-
Anderson's and Newport News. maybe.
Exactly, yeah.
Absolutely.
I got mine at McDonald Garden Center.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
When I worked there, I picked up a pepper there. Oh my God.
Well, I'm gonna fire up another little smoky and
Yeah, I'm about to
perhaps
say,
have
do we
another
got
dip or two.
Yeah, it's still burning.
Yeah, it's burning me right now.
Feels good.
I'm eating chips and it's not working. It's not
See, like I
helping.
said, so you don't feel like you'll ever be the same again, right?
Maybe after about 6 hours, 8 hours, I'll feel a little better.
Well,
But I don't have a glass of milk. Normally, I have a glass of milk to
it's
kind of help with the burn? Not this time.
Yeah,
We're
where are
out
those
camping.
little Smokies at?
There's no burn.
We're gonna find those things.
Yeah, I don't know where they went.